almost every other day, I am with Ambassador Kushikawa, inspecting railway projects, inaugurating several railway projects, and exchanging ideas and concepts how to expand and to improve the various projects. 2 weeks ago, almost every day, I see Ambassador Kushikawa. What does this mean? It only means that the Japanese government, through Ambassador Kushikawa, is committed, and the Japanese government is committed and committed no less and strongly in making sure that the projects which we have initiated, program, and plan together with the Japanese government comes into reality. It only goes to show the genuine efforts by the Japanese government to make sure that the relationship that has been begotten and born between the Japanese and the Filipino government becomes stronger over the years. Today is part of that continuing commitment by the Japanese government through Ambassador Kushikawa to state, demonstrate, and affirm with the Filipino people, the Japanese government commitments to this desire to have a stronger and a firmer relationship between these two sovereigns. Today, I thank Ambassador Kushikawa for that continuing efforts. And let it be said that as we celebrate today two inaugural functions, next week we are also celebrating, and I hope I'm not preempting anything, the formal inauguration of the completion of the rehabilitation work and program of MRT-3. No less than President Rodrigo Roa Duterte will inaugurate the completion of this rehabilitation. This will demonstrate that the government of the Philippines accept wholeheartedly and firmly the efforts of the Japanese government in making sure that the Philippines will have a more convenient and a more comfortable life. You know, it is pleasant indeed that I work with the Japanese government. And it is pleasant indeed that I work with JICA. Never before in the history of JICA and never before in the history of the Philippines has there been so much project of infrastructure and facilities in the Philippines. Has there been so much investment being plowed in by way of funding and financing into the Philippines? Never before has there been so firm a relationship between JICA and the Department of Transportation. Without the Japanese government, without JICA, the projects which we hope the Filipino people will enjoy and enjoy soon will not come to reality and fruition. And therefore, as I thank the Japanese government, I equally thank JICA for the continuing support it extends to the various projects we would like to have to achieve the convenience and the comfort of the Filipino people, never before experienced in the history of this republic. But as we express our appreciation to the Japanese government, as we express our appreciation to JICA, we must equally express our appreciation to various Japanese contracting private firms who, hand in hand, has delivered quality performances in our pursuit to have a quality infrastructure. I thank, therefore, for this moment, Sumitomo. Sumitomo has always been there. I have had discussions with Sumitomo, but at the end of the day, it is discussion that bore fruits for the realization of what we call. Today, we are celebrating the efforts, the facility, and the commitment of JITREC in delivering the train sets we are inaugurating today. To you, JITREC, I have seen your projects. You have never wavered in your delivery of quality projects within the costs and quality and specs we have set unto ourselves. To you, the Japanese contractor, especially at this time, Sumitomo and JTREC, I thank you. I thank you together in the same manner and text that I thank the Japanese government and JICA. The tripartite collection and the capit-bisig relationship between these three has shown a strong desire, a very strong desire by the Japanese government and Japanese business to make sure, together with the Japanese funding company, to make sure that we enjoy the infrastructure, hopefully by the Filipino generation that will last for many generations. And so I thank you all. Of course, needless to say, that I must thank the LGU through the Gatchalian brothers. Tatlo po sila. Senator Win, si Congressman Wes, at si Mayor Rex. I have to specifically mention that these projects located in various local governments would not have flown the way it has flown without the cooperation of the LGU, the Gatchalian brothers. Wala po itong proyektong ito kung wala akong kooperasyon yung local government na pinakita at pinaigting ng Gatchalian brothers. Maraming pagkakataon na kung saan kami tumatakbo sa kanila upang adresin yung relocation, upang pansinin yung right of way na kung saan madalian at binibigyan nilang solusyon ang mga problemang ito. Kaya nga ba't masasabi natin, kung wala hong pakikipagtulungan ng local government, hindi ho uusad the way we want it to be. Hindi ho lilipad the way we want it to be ang mga proyektong nasyonal kung walang partnership ang local government. To you, sir, the Gatchalian brothers, the City of Valenzuela, maraming salamat po. I remember distinctly well when I came here for the first time, together with the rail sector, si TJ Batan and June Magno, na kung saan kasama namin yung mga Gatchalian brothers, na kung saan kasama namin yung tinatawag na build team. Naalala ko ho, nung nandito kami, nandiyan dyan si Secretary Kalihim, Secretary Sunny Dominguez ng Finance. Nandiyan dyan si Mark Villar, na dating kalihim ng Secretary of Public Works and Highways. Nandiyan dyan ho si Vince Dizon, andat niya dyan yung gobernador ng Central Bank ngayon, si Governor Ben Chocno. Nandito ho kami ngayon, kagaya nung ilinahad ng ating mahal na soon to be Mayor of Valenzuela, that this place was all but nothing but swamp. Na kung saan maalala mo, TJ, tumirik yung ating sasakyan at hindi natin alam kung makakaalis tayo o hindi. Ganon ho yung sitwasyon ngayon, kaya nga ba ako'y natutuwa at nagagalak nung narinig ko kay Congressman West, soon to be Mayor of Valenzuela, sinabi niya, he saw an improvement. He saw a transformation between what it was to be a swamp and agricultural land to what it is soon to be a commercial center of undertaking. Ganyan ho. And I remember distinctly well, I hope the members of the build team are with me today. I hope that Mark Villar is with me here today. Alam niyo ho, si Mark Villar, tinagurian kaming Batman and Robin ng construction project. Kung saan may airport, nandoon si Mark Villar na binibigyan ako ng kalsada. Kung saan may puerto, nandoon si Mark Villar at Department of Public Works and Highways at sinasabing, bibigyan kita ng connectivity. Ganun din ang nangyayari sa tren. Kaya nga ba't sana nandoon pa rin ang aking nasa na darating ang pagkatahon na yung mga original member ng build team na walang ginusto kundi bigyan lamang ang taong Pilipino ng convenience and comfort ay magsasama-sama mulit kami upang paaninagan at bigyan patotoo yung mga proyektong ating sineselebrate at inaugurate. Meron hong mga katanungan kanina at merong katanungan nung nakaraan na kung saan sinasabi nila at tinatanong ako, Mr. Tugade, when you are gone, Mr. Tugade, when the term of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte will soon terminate, can you tell us and can you assure us, even a little bit? Today I will repeat what I have mentioned to other people asking me that query whether the projects will continue. And I tell you at this time, Philippines and Filipino people, the project which are started during the term of President Duterte will continue even though our term in service would have terminated.